Hey y'all, welcome to Back Porch Cooking and Reminiscing. I'm Roger and I'm happy to have y'all here with us today. So today I'm going to be showing y'all my favorite way to make a steak. Now, before I get into this, I'll go ahead and tell you that this is a steak that's going to be well done. It's not going to be pink in the middle or red in the middle. It will be well done. But the thing of it is that it will be melt in your mouth tender. This is a recipe that of how my mother always cooked steak when I was a kid. And quite honestly, up until I got quite a bit older, I didn't know there was any other way to make a steak. We're going to get started on this here in just a minute. And so, y'all grab you something cold to drink and sit back and get ready to learn how to make the most tender steak that you're ever going to have.
Yeah. Porch boards sway in a slow rhythm. Got the screen door sighing a low hum. That old wood stove is cooking something good. Smell of bacon filling up the neighborhood.
So what we got here is what we call cowboy ribeyes. Now normally the cowboy ribeye has got a partial bone on it, but the butcher that did these, he went ahead and took the bone off, so they don't have the bone. But like I say, that's what we call them around this area, is a cowboy ribeye. And so what we're going to do is we're going to salt these and we're going to pepper them on both sides. And now this is the only seasoning that we use on ours, but now you can use whatever seasoning you want to go on them. Got that salt and peppered on that side. Let's turn it over. And let's do salt and pepper on this side. So that is, like I say, that's all the seasoning that we're going to put on them. Now we got us a skillet over here that it's cast iron. Turn it up where you can see that cast iron skillet there. And I've got about 4 tablespoons of butter in here. And we've got this heating up. I'm going to turn it up to about a medium, get that butter bubbling. Because what we want to do is we want to sear each side of these steaks. So I think it's about ready to do that. So we're just going to take them and put them in there. And then we're going to just let those sear for about 2 minutes on this side. Then we'll flip them over and we'll do 2 minutes on the other side. All right, so they've had about 2 minutes on that side. And we're going to just take them and turn them over. Give them about 2 minutes on this side. Now, after 2 minutes on this side, we're going to put a lid on it. Or if you don't have a lid, you can cover them with aluminum foil. And then we're going to put them in a 350-degree oven and let them cook until they are absolutely tender. We've got us our boiling water. We've put our noodles in there, put about 2 tablespoons of butter in it. But there's a video that we did that's on Audrey's famous macaroni and cheese. And so I'm going to leave y'all the link in the description, and you'll be able to go to that link and just click on it. It'll take you to her macaroni and cheese recipe, and y'all can make it for yourself. So our macaroni is done now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take, this is some of the deluxe slices, and we're just going to add some in there. Now I think for our regular macaroni and cheese, it calls for a full pound of cheese to go in it. That's how much it makes. So we're not going to be putting hardly that much in this. So we got our cheese in there, and I put about, I think it was around 8 slices in this. This was close to a half a pound. I think it was 7 ounces. And so now we're going to take just some shredded, finely shredded, this is a Fiesta blend. And we're just going to put a little handful of that in there. not a whole lot. And now I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I did pour a little bit of the water off of it, but not all of the water. And that's how we do ours. We don't put milk in it or heavy cream or anything like that. We use the starch water that cooked in the macaroni. And we've had a lot of people that's made it from our YouTube video, and all of them tell me that it is the best that they've ever tasted. So y'all go check that macaroni and cheese recipe out. Now we've got that cheese melted, and all we're going to do is let this sit. No heat underneath it, just let it sit there on the stove, and it'll soak up all of the juices and make some of the best macaroni. Our macaroni and cheese has been sitting here a few minutes, and it is a perfect consistency. Got creaminess. Oh, that's going to be so good. Our steaks are out of the oven and they smell and look delicious. And I stuck a fork in one of them and it just felt like sticking it into a stick of butter, softened butter. And so they're very tender. We're going to let them sit here and rest for a few minutes, and then we'll get us a plate made. So this is what's for supper tonight. We got our Cowboy Ribeye steak. We got our macaroni and cheese. It's Audrey's famous macaroni and cheese. And we got some fresh corn on the cob. Not out of my garden, but out of somebody's garden. All right, so it's time to give this steak a taste test. So we got our steak here and our macaroni and cheese, and I'm gonna give it a taste and see how it is. Mm-mm. That is some good steak, guys. Let's try some Audrey's macaroni and cheese. See how good it is. Mm-hmm. Two thumbs up on the macaroni and cheese. Our steak, if you're one of those folks that likes your steak with the pinkness in the middle, this is probably not going to be for you. But if you're like me and you like your steak to just melt in your mouth and, about to the point where you can tear it apart with your tongue instead of having to use your teeth, this is a way to do it. Just, keep an eye on it, and you want to take it out when it starts to get that brown color to it, and you will have some of the best steak that you've ever had. Now, again, you can add any kind of seasonings to it that you want. We just do salt and pepper, but you do whatever you want to do. And so, guys, I hope you'll try this method of cooking steak. Make it for your family, share it with your friends. And remember, hit that like and subscribe button for me if you haven't already. Click on the bell so you get notifications when we put up a new video. And appreciate y'all being here. And we're going to be back in a day or two and have another video for you. And so keep an eye out for it. Y'all have a great one.